Hello, welcome to Accounting Yard YouTube channel. And today we'll be continuing from something that regards our financial statement, but this time on the notes to the account. Now, most typical financial statements usually have like a trade debtor and other receivable, and that will consist of maybe your trade debtor, your other receivable, your prepayment, and some other lines, or maybe withholding tax receivable. Your trade creditors and other payables may also have trade creditors, have trade other payables too, or maybe accrual, right? So using that for as an example, leveraging on what we learned from the income statement class, right, where we had a trial balance and we tried to classify each line within the trial balance to various lines within the financial statement. Unlike, but for the notes, we have multiple columns, right? So classification one, classification two, classification three, as the case may be, like that, like that. But now we know that for some certain lines, you may have where different lines report to within a particular major category within your financial statement. Let's say, for example, your revenue may have different lines of revenue. So different sources of how you earn revenue. Your cost of sales could have different lines, like your production salaries, maybe something from raw materials consumed, maybe utility, energy, power. Those are subcategories within your cost of sales, right? And that's what I'm trying to explain here. So within your trade and other receivables, you could have trade debtor or other receivable prepayment. Same here. Other trade creditors and other payables, you could have other payables and accrual. Now, if you look at the disclosure here, this is a typical disclosure of a financial statement, right? This is trade and other receivable, right? You can see they have trade receivable, they have other receivables, they have advance payment, withholding tax, prepayment orders. So following that concept, right, I want to apply some ifs, which is what you use in the financial statement preparation, but now note. So some ifs, right? Now, the first thing we need to get is what data are we summing together. Select the entire column we're interested in summing together, comma. The next thing is your criteria range. Your first criteria range is this criteria range. So now we'll put comma, we'll go back to our note sheet and select what we're interested in, which is this, and lock it. Press it. Yeah, we've locked it. The second criteria range is a trade debtor. We want to know because we want to sum all things that are trade debtors and are trade debtor. Trade and debtor and other receivables, and it's also a trade debtor. So I go to my TB sheet. Where do I have my criteria range for that is here, because this way I have properly reclassified them into subsections, right? So, comma, I can test that by coming back here and I select here. And when I'm done, I can close it and I press enter. I will make use of absolute because I want all the values to appear as positive values. And I close here, enter, and I drag it. Yeah, this I have to be in thousands, so I divide by 1000. Scroll down, take it down to my home, format it properly. I want it to appear like this, right? And that's it. I can easily just copy this formula and bring it down, but see, it doesn't work because there's no trade and other receivable, a trade creditor within that category. So I F2, select this. Can you see the arrowhead has changed? I click on it and drag and I bring it down. I press enter, so it has given me the answer I want. And I drag it down also the answer. I press Ctrl D to copy the values down. Now, if you look at it, this is how our notes usually look like. So, in case you're preparing a financial statement and you don't want to worry yourself, right, you can easily do this. Now, the beauty about this is that it's dynamic. So, for example, take note of the values. Let me copy and paste the figure special. Tomorrow, I need to on my TB sheet under trade creditors. Let's say for sake of example, this all these are under trade creditor, under your trade and other payables, right? Now maybe these are other payables. Hmm? Classify them. Now don't forget that in our last class we explained that we could use data validation to do proper classification of all these lines, right? So I'll not be covering this because we have a special video covering data validation itself and also preparation of financial statement using data validation. Now let's go back to the notes. So if you look at it now, before my other payables was what? 84,000. But now you can see it's 803. And it has made it very dynamic. So tomorrow it's easy to make simple changes without necessarily tracing the formula, but just changing the categories where a particular line GL is marked to. That's the beauty about this, and it makes you more efficient and more robust in your reporting. I hope this makes sense. I hope we've added value to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.